scared some more people. Obviously, last video ended, we shockingly got Kenny Omega to agree to do some shows for us. We brought in Madison Eagles to further bolster our women's roster, and she's already Australian. She actually competes in my local independent wrestling company here in Sydney, so I'm familiar with her. So she came in to bolster our women's roster. We also brought in Kelly Ann, who's an Australian wrestler, only 18 years old as well, and I think she's our only female heel on the roster. So we might have to do a heel turn to one of our other wrestlers at some point. We also brought in this guy, Dave Mastiff. He's just sort of a big body. Maybe, I don't know what we want to do with him, but he was cheap, only $200 per appearance. And we brought in Athena. You guys saw that, but we also signed Kelly Slater, Australian wrestler, only 23. She's still super green to the business, but she's on our lower mid-card, so we have definitely filled out our women's roster a bit more, which is what we needed to do. Okay, also, we created some events, so I created to do, I don't know why this one is inactive. This one shouldn't be inactive. Make that active. Okay. So we have 4 events. We have OPW Heat Wave, which is coming up on the 20th of January. As you can see, it's the 11th of January game today. And this is our first sort of pay-per-view event. I do need to come up with a match type for it. Maybe let's do a heat wave. Let's do a DLC match. That'll be the sort of vibe here, but that's coming into January there, which is Australian summer, of course. Then in February we have OPW Aussie Rules. Obviously sort of meant to lampoon Aussie Rules football, the AFL. We're holding this in Victoria, since Victoria is home of Aussie Rules football. So this is our first show we're taking out of state, and the match type for that is a 10-person battle royale. The winner getting a shot at the Australian Championship. Okay, come into April, and we have OPW Island Hopping Adventure. This is going to be taking place in Tasmania. Now, Tasmania, for some reason, the game does not recognize it as a place that exists. We're going to have to fudge it a little bit, but that's alright. But this will be a 16-person tournament for the OPW Tasmanian Cup, which I'll be showing you in a moment. I created 2 new titles. And finally we have OPW Across the Ditch. This one is in New Zealand, of course, so going across the ditch to New Zealand. And this one has a 4 versus 4 survivor match, which will be setting up the winner to get a shot at the OPW World Championship. our new title. So we have the newly created OPW Women's World Championship. I figured that we now have enough women on the roster that we can get a women's championship, and the main event of Heatwave will be to crown the inaugural women's champion. And then we created the Tasmanian Cup, which is a non-defendable title. Whoever wins the 16-person tag tournament each year gets to hold the Tasmanian Cup. So theoretically, you can win it multiple years and just retain the cup, but if somebody else wins the tournament, they get to hold the cup. Okay, so that is where we are set up at the moment, and we have 2 episodes of Full Tilt that we are going to before we get to our pay-per-view event, OPW Heatwave, which is a 3-hour show. So I'm thinking at OPW Heatwave, I might want to pay, no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, book our next episode here, and then come back and we'll go over the next show. So I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so we have booked our show, or it's on the 15th, 4 days away. So we're gonna go and skip to that day. I think in this video we'll just get up through to Heatwave or something. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll go up to this. We're making money. Mail, what do we have here? Wrestling World News. Yeah. Okay. We have our event booked, and let's start the show. Confirm. So we're starting with me, Daft, announcing the Women's World Championship, which is going to be really good. Not sure. Yeah, Full Tilt. Tonight we have unprecedented energy in this arena. You can feel the buzz. Daft. Everyone knows something knows about to happen. Here he comes. Eric did himself. OPW owner and Booker Daft. Crowds absolutely on his feet. Thunders of face for the man who built this empire. Confidence strides unique way down the ring, soaking it all in. Alright, it's Daft steps in the ring. Mike and hand where the crowd is deafening. Letting them take it all in like the anticipation built to a fever pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Full Tilt. He's got them in the palm of his hand, already a true master of ceremonies. For years, OPW's known those girl athletes on the planet. Tonight began your chapter. More like 2 or 3 weeks, but that's alright. At OPW Heatwave, we'll make history because Heatwave will crown the inaugural OPW Women's World Champion. Crowd absolutely explodes. Committee already formed rafters, pure pandemonium behind the arena. As I've been waiting for the OPW finally getting the world title is over to deserve. That's right, and it won't just be any match. It'll be a multi-woman, no disqualification match. As a creative champion, this title will represent the pinnacle of athleticism, dedication, art, and professional wrestling. This championship is for every woman who's ever dreamed, fought, and sacrificed for this sport. Alright. Future is now. Looks absolutely brilliant for the women of OPW. Daft has a huge, genuine smile on his face, clearly moved by the crowd's passionate reaction, and why wouldn't he be? It's so funny that I'm both commentating and delivering the promo, but that's fine. 56% final score. Alright, next segment. Andrew Peacock versus Dave Mastiff of Andrew Peacock making his OPW debut against one of the new guys we just brought in. Sounds like buzzing here. He's making his OPW debut. Andrew Viger, this young man, pure athleticism and innovation walking down that ramp. Peacock's been making waves everywhere he's gone. And now the 4-World Challenge he faces tonight, the bomber Dave Mastiff making his way to the ring, a true powerhouse. Peacock immediately circling, looking for an opening. Mastiff wants to ground him early, negate the aerial advantage. Peacock with a quick duck under, trying to use his speed, but Mastiff just shoves him off with brute force. Mastiff isn't just big, he's strong, knows how to use it. Clubbing blow to the back from Mastiff. Peacock is railing into the corner. Mastiff leaning into him now, grinding him down. Peacock escapes the burst of speed, ducks a clothesline, springboards into a crossbody. Mastiff stumbles. Mastiff catches him on a second attempt, losing height, devastating Urnage slam. Peacock bounces off the canvas. That was a statement. Mastiff's plan him, goes for a cover, kick out, injure Peacock, stays in it. Unbelievable resilience from Peacock. He's dazed, but he's got heart. Mastiff is frustrated. Mastiff sets him up for another power move, wraps a German suplex, but Peacock slips behind. Looking for a small package, Mastiff's too big. Peacock transitions, modified victory roll, he's got him hooked. He's using Mastiff's own weight against him. Referee counts 1, 2, 3, Andrew Peacock wins by a pinfall. What an upset, the debutant Andrew Peacock has just been the bomber Dave Mastiff. The crowd is on their feet. What a win for Andrew Peacock as OPW debut, and new stars arrived. This is just the beginning for Peacock. 37% crowd reaction, 3-star match quality. Rainy Easterly just heavy lifting and putting the match story together. Rainy Easterly helped everyone learn in this segment, so Rainy Easterly, not only one of our best wrestlers, one of our best behind the scenes guys as well. Alright, coming to our next segment, the Olympians versus Gian and Box Float in a non-title match. And the energy in the ring just shifted. Here comes your reigning, defending tag team champions, the Olympians, Casey Garner and Micah Carter. Now making their way to the ring, the impromptu duo of Gian and Box Float. Gian bringing the raw power, and Box Float, despite his name, brings some agility. Bell rings are underway. Casey Garner rings off the Olympians against Gian. Garner showcasing technical precision. Gian's strength holds strong. Gian trying to overpower from the get-go. Pushing him into a corner, laying in some heavy shoulder tackles. Gardner ducks a clothesline, quick tag to Micah Carter. Carter leaps over Gian. Grapple split of high-flying prowess. Micah with a springboard crossbody. Gian's rod bench makes the tag to Box Float. Box Float enters the fray. Flurry strike, spinning heel kick. Reversal and arm drag. Carter tags in. Garner limits chemistry is on display. Garner series quick clotheslines, followed by a running knee to Box Float. Cover 1, kick out. Gian interferes, pushing Gardner off Box Float. The referee's trying to restore order, but Gian is a force. Looking to isolate Gardner, preventing him from bringing the tag to Micah Carter. Gian sails for a powerbomb. Gardner counters the Hurricane Rana. Carter will feed his strength to whisk Gian over. Gardner makes the hot tag. Micah Carter erupts in the ring, taking out Gian with a super kick. Then Box Float with a standing moonsault. Crowds on their feet. Gian gets back to his feet, trying to blindside Carter, but he ducks. Gardner back to the ring, double drop kick on Gian. Box Float tries to intervene. Gardner sends him over the top rope. Cold metal plunge. Carlos Gian vertical suplex. Gardner hits him with a devastating flying knee from the top. Casey Carter drops down. 1, 2, 3. The Olympians retain their championships. Hard-fought victory against unique challenge from Gian and Box Float. But it wasn't a title match, but, you know, it's doing its best. 55% crowd reaction, 4-star match quality, 86%. Tag team champions, the Olympians, Casey Gardner and Micah Carter, put their experience to the test against the impromptu duo of Gian and Box Float. The champions displayed seamless teamwork and high-flying maneuvers, while Gian and Box Float attempted to use their combined strength to overpower the title holders. Despite a valiant effort from their opponents, the Olympians proved why they were champions, securing a hard-fought victory. Box with explosive style, impress the crowd, can't boost because of his gimmick. The whole crowd were in love with this segment, working Casey Carter up to everyone, so the Olympians are really, really over. Anarchy attacks the Olympians. Here we go again. So this is obviously a little storyline I'm building out here. What a month the Olympians. These are my cars starting their hot victory here tonight. 12 Del crowds on their feet. These champions secured every ounce of adoration. You see joy in their faces. Wait a minute, round nowhere. Adam Hewitt and Vince Tremblay Anarchy blindside the Olympians. This is despicable. Hewitt with a cheap shot to Gardner from behind. Tremblay to sail Micah Carter. Hewitt's relentless stopping away. Carter, Tremblay, convict. The Olympians are overwhelmed. Hewitt and Tremblay are trying them back, cornering them. Carter and Carter trying to fight back. They're already spent from their match, and Anarchy came in fresh, full of malice. Hewitt launched Gardner over the top rope. Tremblay's chasing Carter out of the ring, forcing him to retreat through the crowd. They're running them off. They've completely cleared the ring, saying the champion's scurrying for safety. And now Hewitt and Tremblay are grabbing microphones. What could they possibly have to say to such a cowardly act? Adam Hewitt has the mic, the badass laying straight down the camera. You see those gold belts, Olympians, you cherish them, don't you? You fight for them, you protect them. We don't care about your titles, your gold means nothing to Anarchy. We don't want to be champions. Then Vince Tremblay, no, what we want, what we crave is to inflict pain. We want to hurt you, Casey Gardner. We want to destroy you, Micah Carter. Title or no title, we're coming for your souls. And consider this a warning to every other tag team in Full Tilt. Anarchy isn't here for glory, we're here for destruction. What a terrifying message delivered by Anarchy. They're interested in the gold, they only want to inflict harm on the Olympians. So there you go. Anarchy. They want exactly what it says on the tin. They want anarchy. No sooner did the Olympians celebrate their victory than they were ambushed by the ruthless tag team of Anarchy, Adam Hewitt and Vince Tremblay. Yeah. Alright, next segment we have Jaco versus Noble Bulls. Jaco coming off that loss in the title match to Seth Stewart. Crowd's buzzing as Jaco makes his way to the ring. Man on a mission after losing his Australian Championship match. With that look in his eye, here comes Noble Bulls, ready with a smile waving to the crowd. Jacob immediately charged across the ring, taking Bulls down with a powerful shoulder tackle. No wasted motion from Jacob. Bulls scrambling to his feet, and Jacob's right on, connecting a series of stiff forearms in the corner. Focus, relentless, not letting Bulls get any breathing room. Snap suplex from Jacob. Holds on, transitions right into another back-to-back suplex. Jacob's dominating, showcasing incredible athletic prowess. Bulls trying to find a way out, but he's overwhelmed. Bulls tries to duck under a clothesline, attempts a quick roll up, but Jacob blocks it, pushing him away. Jacob always pull up for a devastating spine buster. Bulls crashes hard to the canvas. Pure power from Jacob. You can see the determination etched on his face. He's got Bulls lined up now. Thunder's running. Big boot connects squarely. Jacob clears leg 1, 2, 3. Jacob gets the dominant pinfall victory. A decisive win for Jacob, showcasing exactly what he's capable of. Alright. Seeking to rebuild momentum after his Australian Championship loss, Jacob entered the ring with a focused intensity against the lower guard Noble Bulls. Jacob wasted no time, unleashing a barrage of powerful offense, left Bulls struggling to find any footing. 2-star match, 38% crowd reaction. Jacob vows Australian Championship redemption. And Jacob, fresh off an absolutely dominant victory here tonight, is refusing to leave the ring. He's calling for a microphone. You can feel the energy in this crowd. They're completely behind Jacob. What has he got to say? The last few weeks they've been eating at me. I sit across the ring from Seth Stewart, and I walked away without the Australian Championship. I admit it. I underestimated him. I thought I had him figured out. Seth Stewart is a fantastic champion. He fought with everything he had. But I made a mistake and I paid for it. The Australian Championship, it was right there. Let me make one thing perfectly clear. It says Stewart and every single person in that locker room. That mistake will never happen again. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll climb every mountain. I'll conquer every challenge. I'll walk out the Australian Championship around my waist. The Australian Championship will be mine, mark my words. Jacob drops the mic, sucking the adulation from the full tilt faithful. Alright. It's a nice little promo there, 73%. So people actually did like that promo. And then we're going to come into our main event, Rainy Easterly versus Michael Marcellus. Live from tonight's main event, Gears Night Rainy Easterly makes his way to the ring. Equally confident Michael Marcellus. Marcellus geared himself like a champion already. Easily Marcellus lock up. Marcellus trying to gain the early advantage, going for a quick arm drag. Marcellus rolls out of the ring from a clear, trying to slow Easterly's momentum and frustrate him. Easterly pushes him off. Wears back to the forearm, clothesline. Marcellus kicks out. Rainy kicks his way free, and Marcellus stealing back. Quick will play super kick from Easterly. Marcellus is down. 1-2, no. Marcellus kicks out, near fall. Marcellus showing cardboard slings, or just pure luck. Easterly is looking for the Easterly Express. He signals it running towards Marcellus. Marcellus ducks under, spins him around. It's a low blow by the referee's back. Marcellus a quick roll up, 1-2 kicks. Easterly somehow survived that, shaking off the pain. Easterly grabs Marcellus, hoists him onto his shoulders. The Easterly Express toasting Rainy to the face. He hit it. Easterly hooks both legs. 1-2-3. Rainy Easterly wins. He's done it. What a battle, but Easterly gets the pinfall victory. The crowd is on its feet. Rainy Easterly once again weighs a main event player here on Full Tilt. Alright. 65% crowd reaction, 2.5 stars. Main event match between two top contenders. Gears Night Rainy Easterly faced off against the cocky Michael Marcellus. The match is a strategic battle. Okay, vocal crowd were in love with the synth. The direction made it even better. I think overall that was a pretty positive show. 40%, but that's just because we got a 68 if we had better production. But I still think overall that was a very positive show. And we are earning money, so time to knock Brand set it down a peg. Also, try that push. Brand set has been getting short Drews' push for 16th April. He hasn't had a match yet, mate. YouTube had 49,565, so that's 248, 22,000 in ticket sales. Rejecting this promise will upset the workers, and the promise will be set to meet the promise will be very happy. So I'm feeling the promise will be furious. I'm not gonna knock somebody else down. Do we have anybody in Wrestler's Court? No, nothing yet. I want to see this Wrestling Observer, actually. Let me just go next day. Because I think we should have that match in the Wrestling Observer. Because we had that 4-star match, I think, right? It should be in here. OPW Rainy Easterly versus Michael Marcellus. They had that one, 2.5, but I want, because we had the 4-star match should be in here. Yeah, because ours. Ours are not in here. They didn't review that match. Maybe they're only reviewing the main events, I guess. so this is our tag team match. 2-minute bouncers will tag fair. Your team's terrible Garrison, right? Okay. Let's go to our production because I want 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, 5. Because I think because we're getting 20,000 a show. So, if we do this and this, it might be a mistake, but let's see. Let's see if that pays off for us. And now we're gonna book our next episode. So I need to start setting up some things for the heat wave. Okay, so we have booked the next show. We're gonna do the next show, then we're gonna get into Heatwave, and that'll be where we end the video. Hey, boss, I do have a show before the 19th of April. Yeah, we can do that. 3 days away. We already have it booked. Okay. 3 days. Yep. Boom, boom. Proceed. We keep getting interrupted. I think that's my career. I could do the title match. It'd be a title for 20th March. Well, you will be getting a title shot at Heatwave in just a few days. So don't you worry about that. I got mail again. Wrestling World News. Yep, okay. Alright, we're gonna come into the event. And we're gonna start the show. Oh, I think we booked a massive arena. I forgot to change it. We're gonna lose money on this show. We're gonna lose so much money on this show. Showtime challenges the Olympians are live here at Full Tilt on Asher's buzzing tonight. Was the debut of a brand new tag team mean that we down the aisle the tattoo of Andrew Peacock and Luke Wenzel. They called themselves Showtime. What an entrance from Luke Wenzel, full of charisma. Peacock that golfed in stride right behind him. You feel the energy radiating off these two. Stark Warrior, the gate, the carrying microphone. Looks like Showtime's something to say. Full Tilt Universe, you are looking at the future of tag team wrestling. We are Showtime. Peacock's got the mic presence already, he's oozing confidence, and we didn't come here to play second fiddle. We came here to make a statement. That statement is this: the OPW Tag Team Championships belong to Showtime. Casey Carter, Mike Carter, the Olympians, consider yourselves challenged. The Wenzel lays down the gauntlet. They're challenging Olympians for title of Heatwave. What a bold move for a brand new team to come out and immediately target the ring champions. Showtime clearly isn't afraid of the big leagues. They want the gold, they want it now at Heatwave. And just like that, the light shift, we're seeing a video package on the big screen. It's the Olympians, the reigning defending OPW Tag Team Champions. Look at the power display from Gardner's German suplex. Mike Carter's athleticism is unmatched. The highlight reel is a stark reminder of why the Olympians have held those titles for so long. They're a formidable force. Alright, so we have a tag match set up for Heatwave between Andrew Peacock and Luke Wenzel against Casey Carter and Mike Carter. The dynamic duo of Andrew Peacock and Luke Wenzel officially introduced themselves as a formidable tag team. Showtime. With confidence radiating, they wasted no time laying down direct challenges, reigning OPW Tag Team Champions, the Olympians, for a high-stakes title matchup getting Heatwave event. Kellyanne versus Kelly Slater. We've got Kelly on Kelly violence here, which you never want to see. We're live for Full Tilt. The answers of the electric tonight. Crowds are hard-hitting action. We're certainly about to get it. Take your way to the ring first. Untitled sweat confidence into Kellyanne. Feel energy energy. The moment shift on. She gets to Kurt and Kellyanne's here to make a statement. Here comes her opponent, a true fan favorite, Kelly Slater. Skater, not Slater. Bell rings, Kellyanne wastes no time, charging rated Skater. Intensity of come to expect from Kellyanne, no feeling out process here whatsoever. Massive clothesline from Kellyanne, Skater's rocked immediately, goes down hard. Skater's struggling to get her bearings, Kellyanne's just laying into her with rights and lefts. Another brutal shot to the midsection, trying to Skater into the corner turnbuckle with incredible force. The space from Kellyanne is absolutely suffocating any offense Skater might have planned. Tries to fight back, Kellyanne catches him midair. Slams her arm down to the canvas, quick submission attempt, no, just more punishment. Kellyanne lets Skater clear her features so her powers could be hit. Going for the Fisherman Buster, connects perfectly in the center of the ring. What a move. Kellyanne looks like 1, 2, 3, this one's over. 33%, 1-star match quality and decisive statement. Kellyanne asserted her dominance over Kellyanne Slater in a brutal squash match. Kellyanne delivered her last assault. Leaving Skater no answer, securing a swift victory by pinfall. Now Kellyanne's title ambition. Kellyanne stands victorious center of the ring, crowd still buzzing her intensely dominant performance over Kelly Skater. She barely broke a sweat, now she's demanding a microphone. She had something much bigger on her mind. She takes the mic, her eyes scan the arena. Full tilt, you just witnessed a preview of what's going next for the entire OPW Women's Division. The inaugural OPW Women's World Championship is within my grasp, but mark my words, it will be mine. Every single woman in that locker room would dare step in my way, who thinks they can stop me, they will suffer the exact same crushing fate as Kelly Slater did tonight. She's not just confident, she's menacing her conviction right now. Alright, so Kellyanne saying, following her dominant victory, a defiant Kellyanne grabbed a microphone, her eyes blazing with ambition, chilling more in the entire locker room. Now I move to Seth Stewart's Australian Championship Challenge. I'm also in this segment, apparently. There I am. Seth Stewart's music is hitting the arena, and OPW Australian Champion is here. He's been an absolute terrorist champion, defying expectations at every turn, is the ultimate underdog. He's walking with a swagger tonight. The culture in his waist elevates him. Crowd's roaring for the champion. You can feel the connection as the OPW faithful. Seth grabs a microphone. Looks like he has something significant on his mind. Tonight, full tilt, I've been champion. I've beaten everyone they put in front of me. But there's one man I haven't faced that got this title, Jake Cove. Only man that he has faced, by the way. Jake Cove, I know you're here tonight. If you can beat me right now, one-on-one, I'll give you a guaranteed shot at my Australian Championship at Heatwave. Seth Stewart is truly a fighting champion, but you're on the line with such a bold challenge. And just like that, Jake Cove's music explodes. He's wasting no time making his music felt. Jake Cove, the incredible athlete known for his amazing power and agility, is storming to the ring, pure determinism on his face. The look in his eyes, he's got that undeniable hunger, that desire for redemption. You can taste it. The crowd is electric right now. The energy in this arena is off the charts. Jake Cove slides into the ring, and these two men are face to face, no words needed. Seth Stewart, the underdog champ, staying tall. Jake Cove, the gifted athlete, ready to seize his moment. The tension is palpable. You can practically hear their minds racing right now. And here comes Daft, a veteran authority figure making his way to the ring. This means it's about to be official. Daft says Stewart, Jake Cove is a monumental opportunity tonight. If Jake Cove defeats Seth Stewart, he'll earn a guaranteed Australian Championship match at Heatwave. Full Till's about to get a championship contenders match with stakes that could not be higher. 67%. Alright, well, let's get on with the match. Let's see what happens. Stewart versus Jake Cove. Jake Cove can win. He gets that shot at the title next week. Live on Philadelphia, crowds buzzing for the next contest. First out, Stewart, underdog. Okay, let's see. Let's get when the match starts. The bell rings underway. Respectful handshake. You feel the tension in the air. Jake Cove goes for a powerful takedown. Showcase a grip with athleticism, says Stewart quickly counters, trying to work a wrist lock. My banner dog was promised not to be underestimated. Masterclass in falling four eyes reversals, counter reversals. Stewart now with a deep arm drag falls up with a knee drop. Crowds behind him. Jacob fights back. Lying fast drop kick catches Stewart in the jaw. Jacob with a series of suplexes, perching on the last one near fall. Stewart kicks out at 2. Stewart attempts to rally, hits a boomerang elbow off second rope. Jacob's rocked. Goes for a pin, but Jacob gets his shoulder up at the last second. Both men are spent. Stiff forms in the center of the ring. Stewart ducks a clothesline, goes for a roll-up. Jacob slips out. Jacob shoves Stewart into the rope. Stewart bounces back. Jacob capitalizes the quick opportunity to roll up. He's got his feet on the second rope. This referee's counting 1, 2, 3. It's over. Jacob gets the win. Wait a minute, I don't see that. Jacob clearly had his feet on the second rope for leverage. The referee didn't see it. Says Stewart's furious. He can't believe it. Controversial fluky pinfall victory for Jacob. Unsatisfying end to an otherwise incredible match. Jacob quickly exits the ring. I was like, he knows he got away with one. Says Stewart's arguing the official point to the ropes. Boom, 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 boost. Jacob stock for Heatwave. The Jimmy exit will be questioned. 2-star match 37. Hard fought belt massifications for Heatwave. Stewart Jacob. Okay. I don't think we need this segment. 42%. But we'll go here. We have Philly Fitz coming to the ring with Daft as well. We're getting everything set up for Heatwave here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Full Intel Light Run tonight. Listen to the face from W World Champion Philly Fitz. He walks with a swagger only a champion possesses, but later that swagger is born on outright arrogance. Philly Fitz has the microphone. He looks like he's ready to tell us all exactly what he thinks. Let's just hope your mercy puts the world and world champion to fans. You wanna know why I'm the champion? Because there's not a soulless company deserves to be in the same ring as me. Let alone challenge me. You're all beneath me. There's no challenge left. No one worthy of being breathing the same air as the champ. Wait a minute, the lights just dimmed and the crowd is on its feet. Look who's here. It's incredibly athletic flyer Skimpix. He's clearly not amused by Fitz's proclamation, and another interruption. The music for our Corona hits, and the ranges erupted even further. Two of OPW's most dynamic luchadors, Skimpix and Corona, making their presence felt. Philly Fitz, you say no one is worthy, and clearly haven't seen the likes of Skimpix. And Raul Corona says perhaps it's time for a champion who can keep up with us in the air, amigo. Oh please, two little acrobats saying things step to the champ. You'll be picking yourselves off the mat after I'm done with you. You talk a big game, Fitz, but can you fly like us? Can you move the speed of a true lucha libre master? The OPW championship needs to be held to somebody with fire, with passion, not just a big mouth. Skimpix or Corona both having compelling arguments why they deserve the shot. The speed, the arrow prowess of these two completely different challenge and Fitz has faced recently. You do want to beat me? You really think you stand a chance against the Philly Fitz? General Manager Daft is making his way back to the stage. GM Daft is expected to bring some order to this chaotic championship picture. Philly Fitz, Skimpix, or Corona. You all want a piece of OPW World Championship. Frankly, you deserve to see it in Heatwave. Philly Fitz defending his OPW World Championship against Skip Banks and Raul Corona in a Lucha Libre 3-way match. Philly Fitz just had his whole world turned upside down. I'll have to contend to do the most athletic, high-flying competitors in the company. 62%. So we got that. That's really good. So we have that set up. So we have our matches now set up with the tag team title, with the Australian title, the women's title, and the World Championship in a Lucha 3-way, all for Heatwave. Now we get Anarchy versus Speed Racer and Noble Bulls. This will be a crazy match. I might just skip to the results here. 34% crowd reaction, 2.5 star. There's this duo of Anarchy and Immune Rinse and Blake to the path of destruction. It's going to be a pair of Speed Racing Noble Bulls. Anarchy Becky's power and aggression proved too much for their opponents. They systematically dismantled Speed Racer and Bulls, securing a decisive victory and reversed their status as a dominant tag team. Young Free versus Kian. They're, of course, in a rivalry. The ongoing routing and Free Kian intensified hard-hitting singles contest. Both men left it all in the ring, but Kian's pulling tactics from power ultimately overwhelmed Young Free, with Kian securing a hard-fought pinfall victory, deepening the animosity to round setting stage for future confrontations, and finally Kenny Omega declares world title ambitions. So we're setting up, we're putting a lot of stuff in the fire. There's absolutely buzzing tonight. There, and she's at a fever pitch. You can feel it through the floor here. The anticipation is palpable. Farmer's about to make their way out and speak to the devil, the cleaner, Kenny Omega. Incredible entrance video, pyro, spectacle, what an ovation for Omega. He strikes the ring with that trademark confidence, and every single bit of adulation from the OPW faithful. He looks like a man on a mission tonight. No wasted movement, just pure focus in his eyes. Takes time from Chris of seeing on his every word. You could cut the tension with a knife right now. OPW, for too long I've watched, I've waited, I've dominated every other challenger put in front of me. True stand of intent from the cleaner. But no more, the time for me is over. I am Kenny Omega, and I'm officially declaring my challenge for the OPW World Championship. Boom, there it is, the return one deer delivered with such conviction. This changed everything in the OPW World title picture. I'm the rightful next contender. That title has a name all over it, and it will soon be mine. Omega wants the gold, and he pleases his destiny near the roar of the crowd. They're fully behind Kenny Omega's quest for the ultimate prize. 63%. So, obviously that'll be post Heatwave. So our show rating is 40%. We definitely lost some money there. WWE playing a Bill Company around Triple H. Raw Corona Court session. We sold 1,002 tickets, 27, made $306 in income. Alright, let's go to Wrestler's Court. What do we have here? Raw Corona and Evan Foot arguing publicly with Customs on both the entire touring party or contraband snacks. No keys, just info walks free. I'll do that. Okay, let's return to court. Alright, now it's time for me to book Heatwave, and that will be where we leave things off. Is it? This is our first pay-per-view. Now we're gonna have to get a bigger room. We're gonna get this historical large sports hall because our attendance here is at 1604. We booked 150 minutes. OPW Heatwave. Let us start the show. Daft music hits it the way the ring. Daft welcomes OPW to Heatwave. Fans are at the edge of their seats. Daft tells you to cut silence. This road hasn't been easy. I've been knocked down more times than I can count, but I keep getting up. I bled for this business, sacrificed everything. I do it all again. I'm still standing. Let me tell you about Daft. They're good, but when that bell rings, I'm better. Well, I'm Daft. They said my time was over. Well, I've got news. My time is just beginning. Tonight we write the greatest chapter yet. Some people chase dreams. Me, I get them. But tonight I'm catching one more. The boos rain down. Daft just poked the bear. Why are they booing me? What happened? That's weird. I don't know what that. OPW owner and Booker Daft kicked off the inaugural Heatwave pay-per-view. The Interjacket addressed the roaring crowd. In fact, it's not all what happened in the same. Alright, we'll also open up with our title match. The Olympians are Showtime, the OPW Tag Team Championship, Champion G-Scar, entrance, championship means everything. The bell rings, by slice bell rings, match can be possible calls the same competitors, match is young. Matt Carter looks at Abdul, starts her ring, nowhere to go. Casey Gardner applies a hammerlock wrench over Micah Carter, bringing him down methodically and insecure from Casey Gardner. Right side ahead, Micah Carter is gazed. Quiet crowd, the moment match hasn't captured their imagination yet. Casey Gardner receives a flawless Superman fisherman suplex with technique, a devastating power slam from Micah Carter. The impact shook the ring. Casey Gardner and snap suplex with a front face lock, smooth transition. Out of nowhere, Casey Gardner reverses. Now they have the advantage. Micah Carter released her and suplexing her lands on back their neck. Why are they fighting each other? I feel like it doesn't know what's actually happening right here. It's meant to be a tag team match, but the AI seems very confused about what's actually happening. So I'm just gonna kind of work through it instead. An electrifying opening contest of formidable tag teams of the Olympians and the dynamic Showtime Andrew Peacock Quinzel delivered a high-octane spot fest, dazzling the crowd with incredible athleticism and breathtaking maneuvers. Just as the Olympians were poised to secure victory, the ruthless duo of Anarchy, Adam Hute and Vince Tremblay, stormed into the ring, attacking both teams and forcing a disqualification. However, instead of succumbing, the Olympians and Showtime put their differences aside, momentarily uniting to fight off the common enemy, eventually driving Anarchy back to the locker room in a defiant display of resilience. Scar Mike Carter says he retained OPW Tag Team Championship, 3.5 star match, 53% crowd reaction. Yeah, it's weird, I don't know. The AI seems to be like not working it properly at the moment. Brutal assault by Adam Hewitt and Vince Tremblay. Casey Gardner, Mike Carter, and Japan Consular saw coming. Adam Hewitt and Vince Tremblay shows Casey Gardner, Mike Carter, and Japan to the mad pointed message. Access Force, Adam Hewitt, Vince Tremblay, there's stiff shots of Casey Gardner, Japan so stumbling back. Michael Staff rushed to Casey Gardner, Mike Carter, and Japan so signs Adam Hewitt finally wakes up. Adam Hewitt and Vince Tremblay try Casey Gardner, Mike Carter, and Japan unstable. Look at the fans all down on their feet. Casey Gardner, Mike Carter, please snapped. Priest Scuffle pushes wall and swings for officials to intervene. Casey Gardner, Mike Carter shove each other back and forth, getting heated. Why are they fighting each other again? Yeah, it really doesn't know what's going on. That's alright. Following the disruptive interference, Anarchy attempt to assert dominance over the Paralympians in Showtime. However, Temporary Alliance out strong as Casey Gardner, Micah Carter, and Japan Liquins rallied together, surprising Adam Hute and Vince Tremblay with a coordinated counterattack. The combined force proved too much for Anarchy ultimately. Ultimately, since screwing up the ramp, Energy unified a defiant quartet, 71% final score. Brandon Seta versus Dave Mastiff. Brandon Seta and Dave Mastiff circle each other, feeling out the situation. Early stages match, both contenders feeling each other out. Beautiful DDT, pace picking up, with contenders sensing the windows narrowing. Dave Mastiff runs ropes compared to running clothesline. Brandon Seta goes down hard, reversal. Dave Mastiff scares roll up no pin. But they're back in this match. Brandon Seta the release turn suplex to the back of their neck. Seta catches Dave Mastiff with a suplex coming forward on a mat that's concrete. Final trash match being written above the last word. So by pouring along his burnings, the competitors giving everything they have. Brandon Seta runs the rope, goes back for ring clothesline. Dave Mastiff goes down hard. Brandon Seta with a schoolboy 1-2 kick out, almost stole it right there. Vicious knee strikes from Dave Mastiff. Inside Cradle 1-2, barely out. As a star, Brandon Seta has the crowd in the palm of their hand. Inside Cradle 1-2-3, Dave Mastiff can't believe it, neither can anyone else. Bransack climbs turnbuckle and poises for the crowd. Victory is sweet. So Dave Mastiff losing there in a battle of titans. Bransack squared off against the formidable Dave Mastiff in a bruising Hoss match. Both men exchange powerful blows and impact maneuvers, testing each other's resilience to the limit. Zeta, showcasing his raw power and martial arts precision, ultimately found an opening to overpower Mastiff, securing a decisive victory that proves strength and cement his place on OPW's heavy hitters. 68% crowd reaction, 3-star match. I think that my AI code toggle has like come off. It's meant to be linked up to my API key, but I don't think it's working. So we have a video package here for Seth Stewart and Jacob. Go to video now. Robert and Seth Stewart and Jacob told highlights. Every confrontation, every key moment chronicled in dramatic fashion. Music as well as the video builds to its climax. The crowd is captivated. Slow motion replays the pace moments. The intensity thereafter laid bare. The video ends. The arena erupts around everyone how personal this has become. The implication which has happened will be felt for weeks. So you see there, I've been playing video package here to currently the intense and preserved in Seth Stewart and Jacob, 81%. And now, we get into the match. This amazing Sisters and celebrities I've ever seen. The crowd's mesmerized, getting the OPW Championship with pride. James' sister is way down the ramp, all sounds both versus center sister Jacob going right at it. Running knee from Sester catches Jacob around the jaw, lights out. Sester to their snap DDT out of nowhere, crowd gasps. Jacob catches Sester with a spinning back fist. What a shot. We passed halfway mark now. The competitors willing to back down. Audience is sitting on their hands. Something needs to change. Sester applies a hammerlock, wrenching arm at Jacob, breaking them down methodically. Belly to belly suplex from Sester sends Jacob flying across the ring. Jackknife cover from Zestor. 1-2. Joe bridges out. Grip athleticism. Devastating power slam from Seth Stewart. Sister shoots her leg, but Jacob sprawls beautifully. Great defensive wrestling. 1-2. 2.5. Seth Stewart barely gets the shoulder up. Seth Stewart locks in a side headlock. Lying down on Jacob. Seth Stewart covers. 1-2. Jacob kicks out. Crowd stunned. Now the competitor can stay in the space much longer, sweat pouring, lungs burning. They've given everything they have. Sister with a go behind into a waistlock takedown, technical excellence on display. Jacob hits a perfect pile driver. Seth Stewart's in serious trouble. Jacob plays a hammerlock, wrench arm of Seth Stewart, bring him down methodically. Discus clothesline from Jacob. They decapitate Seth Stewart. That one had been going for 25 minutes. Crowd still on the edge of their seats. Jacob refuses to stay down. Seth Stewart is to dig in deeper. Seth Stewart locks it in. Jacob has nowhere to go. Tap, tap, tap. Seth Stewart wins by submission. So Seth Stewart retains the OPW Australian Championship. The highly anticipated OPW Australian Championship match saw champion Seth Stewart defend his title against his bitter rival Jacob in a grueling, hard-fought contest. Both competitors pushed their limit, during testing holds and near falls. Everything they had the ring is there on fumes. It's a relentless struggle that showcased their deep-seated rivalry. Stewart managed to lock in a debilitating submission hold, forcing Jacob to tap out. Allowing the champion retains prestigious title, hard-earned victory. Seth Stewart says he retained the OPW Australian Championship. Now we have a 4-way James Sucks versus Riley Bergen versus versus Speed Racer. Sort of a blow-off match here. Let everyone go get their snacks. Multi-person match in a process early going. Both competitors bet the other's ability. James Sucks takes Riley Bergen down with a beautiful arm drag. Riley Bergen catches James Sucks with a spinning back fist. Testing uppercut from Riley Bergen, snaps James Sucks heads back. Russian leg sweep from Riley Bergen. James Sucks grabs Riley Bergen, throws him hard and steel ring post. Crowd counts along 1-2. Riley Bergen survives. Match been a war. James James Sucks running on fumes. Bargain, go bind, waist, knock, technical, 1-2, shoulder up, James Sucks refuses, stay down, side cradle, 1-2-3. Yeah, so that's not the end. In a surprisingly comedic four-way bout, James Sucks, Riley Birkin, subtle vibe and speed racer delivered entertainment mixed with athleticism and unexpected antics. The match was filled with light-hearted moments and impressive, but often clumsy maneuvers. In a bizarre turn of events, James Sucks kept placing the chaos inside the ring, nonchalantly remained in the ring while the other three competitors were caught up in their own struggles on the floor, securing a rather unconventional count-out victory to the amusement of the crowd. So yeah, I think my API key is disconnected, but now we get to the championship match. All these guys having great entrances, paid extra for that. Wild multi-person match, rings packed with talent. Early going match, your competitors to make the first mistake. Chris suplex from Raul Corona. Philly Fitz applies hammerlock from Raul Corona, bring him down methodically. Philly Fitz is usual last fisherman suplex. Things are heating up, doors are getting bigger, stakes are getting higher. Good energy from the crowd, they appreciate the work being put in. Raul Corona shoots her legs, Philly Fitz sprawls beautifully, great defensive wrestling. Philly Fitz takes Raul Corona down with the beautiful arm drag, textbook technique. Wade Philly Fitz catches the kick, spins Raul Corona around, huge move, comeback is on. Philly Fitz locks in a side headlock, grinding down on Raul Corona, classic mat wrestling. Philly Fitz goes for cover, 1-2, kick out, fans erupted. Philly Fitz runs ropes, comes back with a running clothesline. Raul Corona goes down hard, Philly Fitz covers. Raul Corona gets out, counter. So yeah, they're just not even pointing out the fact that Skin Pix is in here. Not the last word, so this is what it's meant to be. 64% 3-star match quality. The OPW World Championship is on the line in a dazzling show-stealing 3-way match between champion Philly Fitz, Raul Corona, and Skin Pix. The true delivered an incredible display of high-flying action and technical wrestling that had the audience on their feet. In the end, it was Philly Fitz's classic dastardly heel tactics that allowed him to prevail, cunningly exploiting a moment of weakness, entertaining his championship in a truly captivating, controversial fashion, much to the chagrin of the fans. But Philly Fitz successfully retains the OPW World Championship. Care crushes the crowd. Kenny Omega's in the audience. His music hits, makes his way to his ring. Fans split down the middle, dueling chants fill the arena. Just seems thought this segment was over. Kenny Omega at Philly Fitz stand nose to nose center of the ring. Tension's electric. There we go, but that's all it is meant to be. Philly Fitz reveled in a controversial championship victory, celebrating smug arrogance. The arena suddenly erupted with a familiar theme. Kenny Omega appeared on the ramp, his intense gaze fixed directly on the world champion without a word. Omega performed his signature finger gun gesture, aiming directly at Fitz. A clear challenge issued from a distance. The arena then plunged into darkness, leaving Philly Fitz to ponder the ominous message Omega had just delivered. Now we get the inaugural OPW Women's World Championship. Rhea versus Kellyanne versus Athena versus Madison Eagles. Anything goes, no holds barred hardcore match. Opening exchange has been even. Neither Kellyanne rips apart the announce table. Kellyanne shoots a floss Superman fisherman suplex. Devastating slam from Rhea. Spinning heel kick from Kellyanne catches Rhea flush. Russian leg sweep from Rhea. Both competitors go down. Rhea's leverage right knee from Kellyanne catches Rhea on the jaw. Fire extinguisher for the face. Rhea just blinded Kellyanne. That shot Rhea that go behind to a waist takedown. Let's go to the results. So, in a brutal no disqualification main event for the inaugural OPW Women's World Championship, Rhea, Kellyanne, Athena, and Madison Eagles tore each other apart in a chaotic weapon-filled battle. Kellyanne was particularly vicious, utilizing chairs, kendo sticks, and ruthless turnbuckle attacks, singling out Rhea for immense punishment. Despite the overwhelming assault and the incredible punishment absorbed, the babyface underdog Rhea rallied with an improbable surge of adrenaline, defying the odds to pin Kellyanne a hard-fought and emotional victory, carrying the first ever OPW Women's World Champion to thunderous ovation. Rhea is the new OPW Women's World Champion. 43% crowd reaction, 2 stars. So our overall show rating is 40% in the show, and we'll see what we did there. So we go to the males. So OPW Heatwave sold 1,625 tickets, 40,625 in ticket sales. OPW Heatwave YouTube has $318. Promised Kellyanne succeeded. Promised Rhea succeeded. So there we go. We got through our first pay-per-view event, and we're setting up some future storylines and some cool stuff that's going to be happening. So I do hope you guys have been enjoying this. I don't know how much I'll keep going with this. Maybe one more, I'm not 100% sure, but if you do like the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this every single week. And until next time, guys, bye bye.